Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and today we got our first look at the multiplayer in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Earlier tonight was Infinity Ward's presentation at this year's E3, though unfortunately, it ended up being very anticlimactic. In the past, we would get full reveal trailers and gameplay and teasers and all sorts of stuff like that, and this year we basically got people sitting in chairs talking about the game rather than showing us the game. The main focus of today was how Modern Warfare is going to be a super realistic game. They talked a lot about the graphics and the character models and the technical side of things, which is fine, I'm not against that whatsoever, but we all just really want to see gameplay rather than sitting here imagining the gameplay while looking at people in chairs. Towards the end of today's presentation, they gave us a world reveal screenshot for both multiplayer and Spec Ops, and those screenshots are going to be on your screen right now. This is going to be in the multiplayer. We see a sniper laying down in the grass with a ghillie suit on, though this really doesn't tell us much about the multiplayer itself, right? I suppose this confirms one of the guns are going to be in the game, as was one of the operators, and the area in the background is our first look at a Modern Warfare multiplayer map, but honestly, there really isn't a whole lot to go off of here. We don't have a UI, we don't get to see anything really about the game. We see a sniper laying in grass, which we've seen forever here in the Call of Duty franchise. The second screenshot is going to be this one, which is actually pretty sick. We get to see the new and improved Juggernaut suit, as well as a blown out building. Here we get a much better look at the art style and the look of the game, and I've got to say, the game looks freaking good. I'm very impressed with what we see here, though I wish we could have seen actual gameplay rather than just two simple screenshots. They will be showing gameplay at this year's E3, and in fact, they have been showing gameplay at this year's E3, but unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to see it, and you aren't going to be able to see it, because the only people that are seeing the gameplay at this year's E3 are going to be select YouTubers and media outlets. Everything is going to be behind closed doors, they're all signing NDAs, and the footage is not going to be made available to the general public. Now, if I had to guess, the footage that they're probably watching is likely going to be the same footage that those YouTubers saw a week or so ago when they were all flown out to the Infinity Ward offices, but because all of these YouTubers and media people can't tell us what they saw, we really have no idea. But we did get to learn two other really interesting things about Modern Warfare today, and I want to quickly cover them now. It turns out, in the Modern Warfare multiplayer, bullet drop is going to be a full-on feature. Their goal with this game is to make it as gritty and realistic as possible, and I'm skeptical with that because, I mean, look how microtransactions work out every single year, but right now they're claiming their mission statement is the game is going to be realistic, and so as a result of that, we are going to have bullet drop in the Modern Warfare multiplayer, sort of similar to what we see in Blackout. And for me personally, I like the bullet drop and the ballistic mechanics that we have in Blackout, but that's because it's Blackout, right? The map is freaking giant, and traditionally, Call of Duty maps aren't known for being super big, so I have to wonder, will this new gameplay mechanic be a really big deal, or will it really not be that big of a deal except at super long ranges? I suppose we are going to have to wait and see, but apparently, in this year's Call of Duty game, we will have ballistic mechanics within the game's multiplayer. The second bit of news we got today is they are going to allow us to mantle in and out of windows and over walls in different ways. So hypothetically, if you guys can picture this, you're standing next to a windowsill with the left side of your hip touching the window frame. Well, in Modern Warfare, you can mantle into that window without actually looking at it and still be facing the same way that you were before, which is going to be interesting, I suppose, and I have to wonder what other gameplay mechanics are they going to have. It's going to be interesting to see how these mechanics are going to play out, but the key word there is see how they play out, right? Right now, we're just hearing about all these things without seeing proper gameplay, but the multiplayer reveal will be coming out later on this summer, and I am personally pretty excited about it. But ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. That's basically all we learned about the Modern Warfare multiplayer during this year's E3. Definitely pretty disappointing. I mean, two screenshots, we got to hear about ballistic drop as well as a new mantling mechanic, but that's pretty much it. I can't wait to see the actual game, and I'm sure you guys are feeling the same way. So, as always, I will keep you guys posted with more details as they become available. But until then, that's all I have for you guys here in this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please drop me a rating, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.